Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, coach.
Yes, coach, we are together.
Okay. Good morning to everyone. Hope you are doing well. Yes, welcome to today's lesson. Yes, if you don't mind, you take a short screen, you share in your group. Take a short screen, Emmanuel. You are welcome. Fred, Mr. Fred, Anson, Arnold, you are highly welcome. So if you don't mind, you can take a short screen, then you share in your group, okay? Okay, we are starting straight away. We are not going to waste time. Okay. This is the Bitcoin. Yeah, this is the Bitcoin as of now on 4 hours. This was my analysis on 4 hours, and we can be able to see that like I told you, I think it was it was on Thursday. Yeah, I had told you that we ignored this area of discount level, or what we call the support. We had ignored it here, but I was thinking that if we fail to come and break this level, automatically we could come back to this area again. As you can see, it was, I think, last night or yesterday. We can see the market failing with this candle, failing to move up. Therefore, this candle was enough for you to identify that the market has definitely failed to move up. So it was time to short the market. Yes, it was time to short the market. But like as you can see, the market dropped all the way from here to the discount level. And I believe if we don't respect this area, then it will move down to form another lower low. So let's play hard such that Bitcoin can respect this area. After respecting this area, of course, we expect the momentum from here, and it will happen. If it fails, then you just know it will definitely drop down. So what we need to understand, we need to always understand the support and resistance and the trend. Okay, support, resistance, and the trend. As you can be able to see, we have our trends here. We have uptrend, we have downward trend, then we have a sideways. Okay, before you do anything, you must identify the trend. You must identify the trend. After identifying the trend, you can be able to know where the market will be going. For example, if you can be able to look at this area here, at this point I had marked here sorry, I had marked here as my lowest point, as my discount level or demand level. Then I had my supply area here. I had my supply area. Now, after forming what we call the change of character here, after forming the change of character, my target was 6%. And we can be able to see that the market definitely went there. Okay, it went there, and after hitting our supply level, you can see how the market reacted as it was dropping down slowly. So therefore, when you want to be expert in trading, you must note the following. First, identify the trend, and from there you can be able to know when to enter the market and where should be your target. Okay, but minus knowing that, just trading, then therefore it may be hard for you to understand where the market is going altogether. So just simplify the work. Identify the trend. After identifying the trend, you must know where to trade from. For example, if it is an uptrend, we expect this in uptrend. We expect market to move in this way. This is an uptrend. Therefore, I have to wait for the second higher low. Let market move, form first high, another higher low, another high. Make sure, in short, after identifying the trend, you wait for these two highs, 1 and we have 2. This is it here. Then this is our last confirmation, this one, the second one. After forming this, wait for the market to retrace, and now you could do what? You could draw line from the previous higher high, connecting to the point where you expect this market could drop and touch. Then here it is our entry, but we must confirm this. Confirm the two highs first before you enter the trade. Are we together? Confirm the two highs. Then on the second high, it's where we are targeting to wait for the market to drop down to hit this support level, and we enter. In short, our entry is at this point. I'm going to mark there. Here, this is our entry. Entry 1. But I told you, first identify the what? The trend. After confirming that this is a down and uptrend, then on higher low number 2, it's where you enter from. Hope we are together, because we have this high. Sorry, we have this higher low. We have this higher low. Then we have this higher low. In short, we enter the market at higher low number 2, because you will have confirmed that the market is in uptrend after confirming with these first two highs. Are we together? First two highs. After confirming them, then here at this area here, where the market is forming the higher low, it should be your entry. Okay, let us check. And please, if it is an uptrend, we can trade one time. One time is enough. So now, after forming a last high, the market will start its journey to downtrend, and the downtrend will be looking like this. Like that. Like that. This is a downtrend. This is a downtrend. And how do we trade in downtrend? In downtrend, we expect the following. We expect lower lows. This is lower low. Then we expect the lower high. The lower high. And again, confirm on the second one. Confirm on the second one. Meaning here, it's where our entry is. On lower low, number 2. I repeat, on lower low, number 2. Don't just trade. Here, we are entering the market. Entry. This is entry what? This is entry 1. Entry 1. Then if you are shorting the market, here it's where you will get your entry. If you are short the market at this area, this lower high, because you have this first lower low, when you had what we call the change of character here, and now this is your first lower low, and therefore we expect market push up a bit after forming the lower low, then around this area, it's where you will enter from. If you can be able to identify what we call the supply level, then it would be the best for you to look for the supply level of fair value gap here, around here, and you focus on that, knowing that at least this market, it was supposed to come back to this area either to test the fair value gap or to test the supply level. Are we together? So at this area here, it's where you will get your short position. If you want short the market, you have now traded 2 times on one coin. You have traded when it was in the uptrend. Now here you traded when it was in downtrend, and another way you could short the market. You get a point? You could short the market. And now what you need to understand from here, when the market is in uptrend, the rally for the uptrend will be always very, very long. The retracement is small. Are we getting a point? The retracement candle, they are very small. But when it is moving up, it is moving with high momentum. As you can see that from here to here, it is doubling from here to here. Are we getting a point? From here to here, it is doubling from here to here. Therefore, when we are in uptrend, we expect to see momentum candles, big candles. Are we together? Therefore, it is vice versa. If we are in a downtrend, these bearish candle, the red ones, they must be very long. Then the retracement will be very small. Are we seeing this? This one is long, this one is small. Then long, small. Then long, small. Just know that if it is a downtrend, most of the times market will be dropping. It will retrace a bit, it will drop with massive candles. Are we together? So that's how you can easily simplify or identify how the market is doing what? Is moving. So, for example, if we come here, after identifying this lowest point, I waited for the market to close above this small line. I think this line, after closing above, that is high number 1. If I remove this first, this is our high number 1. This one, it is high number 1. I told you must have 2 highs before you enter the market. First, identify the 2 highs. Then, when the second high, after being formed, it will definitely drop to form what we call higher low. And as we speak, here we have high number 1. It is here. Then we have higher number 2. It is here. Okay, that is higher number 2. And now finally, we can see after forming high number 2, market drops all the way. Then it respected this area. After respecting this area, it is your confirmation, ladies and gentlemen. And just when you enter from here, sure deal, the market is going to break your high, your second high. Now, for you, what you need to do, instead of waiting for the market to go back to the supply level, what you do, you can target this area of high by entering at this point, targeting this area like that. That was a 5%, 5%. Are we together? So, first identify the trend, follow the trend, whether it has confirmed that it is an uptrend by forming your 2 highs. Then, when it is coming back to retrace, it's where you enter from. Here, it is your entry. Here it is your entry. And again, you can again short the market at this area. Okay? At this area. Now, for example, I want us to look at this small movement of an uptrend. We can see after market supplied here, we can see it dropped a bit, it went back to retest, then it dropped again. Now for you, where could be your focus at that area? Where could be your focus? You have already seen the market failing here by forming the Galveston doji here. It dropped, it again retested, it again formed the Galveston doji. Now, your main emphasis or your main focus could be at this point where the market had failed to drop. Now, by putting the small line like this, this line was enough for you, because this was our higher low. Since this was our high, this was our higher low. But you can see this level failed to break this. What comes into your mind? This level was supposed to break this, but it failed within the area of interest by forming the Galveston doji. Can we be able to see that? By forming the Galveston doji. Therefore, what comes into your mind? Your mind should be thinking about this area, because that area is much important. It is much important. When we break it, automatically that is the sign of a downtrend. Now, if you had put your line there, the market dropped, you can see the market dropped, passed through the line, closing below the line, and retested it. Now, therefore, at this area, it was your point of entry. Point of entry by shorting the market. Here, it was entry for short. Entry for short was there. Entry for short. That was it. Entry for short. It was here. Because market has already confirmed you by breaking this area, that is the change of character here. Therefore, you position yourself to know where the market is going. Now from there, you can see the market dropped all the way up to here, then again up to here, then finally it is in the area where we are expecting market to go. Are we together? So this is the current situation on Bitcoin. That is the current situation on Bitcoin. In other words, as we speak, Bitcoin is in a downtrend. Are we together? This is the lower low, and we have another lower low here, this one that we are forming, and from there I think we also have these ones, the lower highs, these ones. We are back. Sorry. Guys, please always put off your cameras. I repeat, Jeannie, put off your camera. Put off your camera.